She has absolutely destroyed the inside of the tank. It was all neat and clean. All of that shit was buried so the bugs could hide in it. And she's just torn it all. The only survivor is that lone aloe vera. Because she's a beast. You can see she's flung mud and water up everywhere, all over the glass. Haven't you, Tempest? Haven't you? Hello, young lady. Hi, sweet girl. She's like, sweet, I'll show you sweet. Reach in here. I'll bite you again. But that's okay. I love her. We do need her to start chilling out so we can find her an actual good forever home, because it's not going to work out so well if she stays mean unless somebody's got like some kind of a massive enclosure, because Nile monitors get really big and they are meat eaters, and they have this like moment of imprinting at birth, well, at hatching, where if you don't do it right, you end up like what she is, which is very, very, very aggressive. Like, I can try, but I can guarantee you it's not going to work. I'm not going to be able to even get in there close. See, told you. I barely just started reaching, and she's like, fuck you. And you can see that really cool posture she does. That fan up. It's kind of like a velociraptor. Really, really cool. They're so serpentine in the water. Like, eventually I need to toss her in the bath. Right now we've got 2 MBD case beardies that are in the bathtub. A very shallow bathtub, doing their thing, soaking it up. Well, I mean, it was pretty, but you destroyed it. You destroyed it, young lady. You destroyed it. Every single time I redo it, she destroys it. And then we have Hades, who may have a home tomorrow, as it turns out, and who did not want to eat his chicken. He doesn't like to eat his turkey either. He likes his food raw and rare, or not raw, but live. Hi, Hades. Hi, Hades. Hades is a savannah monitor. He is the biggest savannah monitor on site, but he will actually get a little bit larger than this even. Now, Hades came in with a big attitude problem, but for the most part, he's settled down. He's not totally calm, what I would call docile, but he's not mean either. Here you go, Hades. I know. You hate it when I bother you. I know, buddy. I know. He is a little irritated that I messed with him while he was getting ready to zonk out. So we'll go ahead and set him back up. Now, the other savannah, Jesus, my turtle has just destroyed this whole area. You have, buddy. You've, like, destroyed everything. Oh, my God. There's all your padding, and you're not sleeping on it again. He sleeps on a hard-ass floor. I don't understand. I don't understand. I don't understand it at all. Oh, yeah, no, he's sleeping. We're not going to bother him. And it looks like Velvet is sleeping, too. No, she's not. Give me a second, and I'll pull her out. Okay, come here, baby. Ooh. Hi, Velvet. Hi, mamas. Hi, sweetheart. So, this girl, I didn't think she was going to survive. She came in and she had yolk rot and she was sick. She didn't want to eat nothing. She didn't want to do nothing. Now, about 3 or 4 months later, she is just on it with the hunting. She's still a little sweetheart, too. She loves her snuggles, and she always has. That's how I got her to start eating for me. And she just got done with her first real shed. And she's she's finishing it. She's not totally done, but she's finishing it. She's got a little bit on the tail end. And she has just done such a massive turnaround since she's been here. Her saviors were three angels of women that paid $100 just to get her out of that store and into my care. And one of those women will take her home eventually, most likely, as long as she's able to. We'll see how the future goes. But Little Velvet is amazing. Now, she is a silky, so I have to keep her hydrated, which is why she looks oily, because she kind of is. She gets aloe, and she gets a little bit of petroleum jelly, and she gets non-chemical lotion, and she gets a little citrus rinse here and there as well, because silkies are very, very, very delicate. As you can see, woo, sweetheart. She don't like the camera, but there are no scales there. It's like skin. Well, you probably can't see it because my camera sucks, but she is a very good girl. Aren't you, baby? You're so beautiful. You're so beautiful. You almost done with all of your roachies in there? Looks like you kind of are. Huh? Yeah. I love bearded dragons, man. They're so awesome. Everybody loves bearded dragons. I'll pardon her tank. I tried scrubbing the bejesus out of it, but it just never did come off. Somebody tried telling me about something else to try. I just never did get around to it because it just wasn't really important. And then the geckos, but they're sleeping and they don't like to be messed with anyways. They're just a couple little leopard geckos that came in on rescue, but the big awesome sauce. Ha ha ha. Other than the other beardies on site as well, but the big awesome sauce is this guy. So this guy is Tater. And Tater is a big, big boy. Tater is a really big boy. Tater came in very aggressive. And I do mean very, very aggressive. Like, Tater was no joke, all business. And now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to sit here for a minute. And I'm going to see if Mr. Tater will come on over here and sit with me. Hi, Tate. Hi, Tater. Hi, Mr. Tater. Tater boy. Big red potato. Big red potato. What are you doing, bud? You got some greens on your lips. Well, while we're waiting for him to come on over, some history behind Tater. He came in, I guess, 3-4 weeks ish ago from the animal control in Henderson, and he looked all right. Certainly emaciated and definitely dehydrated as well. Um, he had his lips were just raw and bloody, and it was no good. He had a respiratory infection. He had mouth rot just beginning, so luckily we caught that perfect timing to get rid of it. Um, let's see, he had a big, huge, just messed up toenail on the front. He's already missing one nail and the end of his tail. And the first poo that he gave me had silicone rubber molding, just the strip in it, and it felt like it was connected to something. So we had to wait. And then the second poo or the third poo, one of the two, produced just this bundle of rocks, and some of them were jagged. They were really, really scary. And if you follow on Facebook, then you know that right now I'm a little bit touchy with rocks. We lost a beardy because he ate a rock and tried my damnedest, and wasn't enough. And yeah, that's how it goes sometimes. Just, hi Tate. Hi Tate. Hi Tate. Oh, you gave me jitters. You gave me jitters, so I gotta love on you. I gotta love on you because you gave me jitters. Oops, sorry. Sorry. You gave me loves or jitters, so I gotta love on you. But anyway, he might not be wanting to come over and sit with me, but as you can see, he came in really aggressive. Meow. Meow meow. But now he's just like, whatever. He's not whatever. I mean, he's still mildly aggressive, but he's really setting in nicely. He doesn't really care too much as long as I come and give him some attention. And we've come to an understanding, I think. So that's always good. It's always good. He still doesn't like the tortoise too much. Doesn't understand the tortoise. Tortoise doesn't seem to care two shits about him. Tortoise doesn't really care two shits about nothing. But this is the same guy that tried to take my fingers off less than a week ago. And I had a buddy who was just riding my ass about it, saying, no, 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 man, don't give up on him. He's a good boy. He doesn't need a jungle run. He just needs time to get to love you. And it's like, well, I just didn't think so because he's been through so much from people. Like, I think he probably just needs to go to some kind of an awesome jungle run because he just doesn't want to be around people, and I can fully understand that. But here he is, days later, pretty much. And of course, this took me shaving my head and my beard and everything to make him forget who I was because he had just these horrible clogged femoral pores, the worst I've ever seen, just underneath his thighs. And it just must have been so painful me clearing all that junkety junk out of there. Because there was a lot, man, and it was hard, and I had to chisel it away and pull it out in pieces, and there was blood and pus and just infectious material all throughout it. It was so bad. It just broke my heart. But he's healing up from that really good, and now his demeanor is just like, well, shit, you can see it. Like if you go onto my Facebook page and you look at the first few days, the first couple of weeks, really, like he was just mean. He was progressively even meaner. And now since I shaved my head, he's just been like, ah. Now he first started warming up with the old man, and he would come in and stalk him for a minute, and then come around to the other side and climb up into his lap, and then chill on his chest. And that was kind of the introduction to chilling him out. It had really kind of nothing to do with me because he just hated me after I had to clean out his pores. But after he started like really softening up and warming up to the old man, it was like, okay, well, I guess maybe I'll try something drastic, and we'll see what goes on. And you can see with the lips what I was talking about. Like, they're still definitely in the healing process. Like, it's bad. And it was way worse than that, even. But he now understands and knows what baths are. And he has fun in baths. He actually kind of gets a little bit aggressive on coming out of the bath because he doesn't want out of the bath. He stayed doing that. That was another bite that he tried to do there. And then I don't know if we can still see any of it, but he got me there as well in week 1. It was something else, huh, buddy?
But he's just become a model citizen almost. Damn near completely rehabilitated. Huh, bud? Oh, yeah. Yeah, you love that. Oh. Oh. What a good boy. What a good boy. Look, you're throwing your greens all over the place again, though. Look at you. Throwing your greens everywhere. You're supposed to eat those, buddy. You're supposed to eat those. You're supposed to eat those, mister. Yeah. Yeah, you're supposed to eat that. Yeah. Big scary lizard. Big scary lizard. And then the sad case is these two. Now, that's Ruby, and this is Magma, and this water is starting to get cool, so it's time to replace that. Give me 1 second here. Okay, we got some warm going on again for him. So you'll notice that she's got quite the crooked tail, and her arms, right at the wrists, are kind of just, they do whatever they want. They don't really lock into place. She's puffing up, so she looks a lot better than what she is, and that's kind of why we've been doing a lot of baths, is because it's helping her push her spine back into a nice proper positioning, since she's been loosening up and firming up at the same time. She's been loosening between the vertebrae where there was calcium deposits and disformities because of her deficiencies from the metabolic bone disorder. And now that's all loosening up so she can move her head. Like, that wasn't at all possible in the beginning. It's still not fully easy for her, but these little exercise movements and soaks are really, really helping her figure that out. Now, her ribs were, I thought, misshapen, but as she has been getting better fed and getting used to floating around and getting better lighting, way better lighting, I might add. Most of it's been real sun, hasn't it, young lady? You just feel absolutely pampered. Look at you. You are just so pampered. Oh. Are you deflating finally? Are you finally deflating? Oh, finally, huh? Well, thank you. Thank you. But we're probably going to have to either amputate the feet, because I doubt that they're even connected anymore. I think they're just floppy flopping or flop flops. Um, but if it is possible, once her bones fully solidify, finishing my statement earlier, like, she's loosening up between her vertebrae and inner joints, but her bones themselves are firming up very nicely. She's already losing some spur that she had going on with the elbow that I was afraid was another break, but I don't think it was. I think it was just some spurring from calcium uh, disformations. Um, disformations, Jesus fuck. It's real scientific, Jay. But uh, he's about as good as they come from MBD. Like, he's miles beyond what he started at already. He's starting to lift himself up. He's curious. He wants to run around. He wants to do a lot of stuff. Magma is definitely going to make a full recovery before he goes to his new home, who has already jumped on the wagon and reserved both of them so they can stay together, because after everything, they are pretty inseparable, it seems. Like, if he's not right up against her, she moves right up against him, and vice versa. You don't get that a lot with beardies, especially male to female or male to male. But these guys have been through so much already that I think that's probably going to be best for them. As soon as they are cleared for takeoff from here at Hills Happy Herps to their new home, that will be wonderful. but we still need to do the x-ray and potentially surgery on her front limbs. He will be able to go home pretty quick, and that's when we'll see how the separation actually deals or what will really affect them. I'll try and move them to separate here and there here on site and see how they handle that. But if they don't handle that well, then I guess he'll just have to stay as long as she does. And then once they're both clear to go to their new home with Emily, that can happen. But everybody else on property is a resident, pretty much. We've got, of course, the cat. There's another cat who is 20 years old officially, since we are out of the first week of November. He is definitely 20 years old. He's still kicking, still going strong. And then the resident bearded dragons, which three of which are over at their godparents, because I am a little swamped over here, as you guys saw. It doesn't seem like a lot, but most of these are attitude cases, so they require a minimum of 2 to 3 hours every day personalizing. That is not easy to do when you have 11 reptiles on premises. And yeah, so it's a little bit tricky sometimes. You'll find that the donations to PayPal under Zodakia Inc. at yahoo.com. It's ZODACCIAINC at yahoo.com, as well as on Venmo at ZINCHHH. So Zinc Triple H, because it's a Zodaki Incorporated thing, which is my brand, and Hill's Happy Herps, because I'm Justin Hill, and these are my happy herps, or at least on their way to being happy. But we do take in a lot of rescues all the time. I'm a little bit swamped lately, and that's kind of why I'm starting to reach out to the public, because most of my resources on rehoming have been expunged, and I need to expand that, as well as be able to take in more animals. And luckily, with donations, we have been able to restock the medicine cabinet for the most part. The big ones are certainly covered, which is yes. And now we are starting to make some headway on expansions for outdoor enclosures as well as indoor enclosures, so I can use some of the bigger light fixtures and do 3 or 4 animals per light, despite having them in separate enclosures. That would be fantastic. And same with kind of like with heating strips. We'll still have to do separate, but anyway, there's a lot of work to be done, a lot of cleaning to be done, and moving over to the big property. And I will try and continue to send in more videos, but by far the easiest way to follow is on Facebook under Triple H, TRIPLEIGHCH, Triple H, or Justin Hill, if you can find me that way using the same Zodakia Inc. at yahoo.com. And or on the Facebook group, Judgment Free Dragon Parents. Judgment Free Dragon Parents. There was a whole bunch of people who they were sick and tired of people being jerkwads about asking herp questions. So they called for folks like me and the fantastic team all over the place in there. We've got like 19 moderators now. Just most of us are like experts or vet techs or just long-time owners, know what we're talking about, what to expect, what to experience, or what we will be experiencing, and it's just a great group all around. Fantastic group. That's where most of my time is being spent. You can get me live there a lot. If you have questions about any of your reptiles, that's how you do it. So maybe not any of them, but quite a lot of them. But I guess that's the end of the video. I was asked to keep them below 20 minutes, and I know we've gone kind of like beyond that. But I probably won't be posting to YouTube too often. It's just too hard to factor all that other crap in. I do it on Facebook. Come to Facebook, man. Follow us there. That's where you'll find the group of us where we're here for you guys. If you're a herp parent, come get us. All questions answered as best as possible. None of that BS hate that they all like to sling, making you try and feel like you're less because you didn't know better or whatever. But we don't do none of that there. We love you. We appreciate you. You make guys like my jobs easier. Let me tell you, this job doesn't pay very well. It's actually pretty damn expensive, especially when you get special little angels like these. They came in 3 with the 2 geckos as well. There were 3. We lost the little one on night 2 because it was just too far gone. And it still dicks with me. So subscribe, donate please, share, and come follow on Facebook. Yeah! Triple H out.